another video, and today we're gonna go ahead and make a candy cane. So let's make a vector candy cane. It's rather simple. So here we go. First off, we're gonna start off with the circle. We'll go ahead and start with the circle. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and change it into. We're gonna go ahead and give it this. The fill will be. We'll go ahead and just get rid of the stroke for now. All right, so you got your circle, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and make a square. Let's make a square. Let's not make this too wide, just about here. That's good. Okay. And so now what we're gonna want to do is grab your circle, and you're gonna hit your node. You're gonna convert it into curves, and then we're gonna go ahead and break the circle. We're gonna make the circle in half. So what we're gonna do is once we got to that, we're gonna go ahead and hit this node, and then we're gonna go up here and hit break curve. So now once you got the curve broken, just go ahead and just delete that node, and then grab this little node up top and delete that one as well. And so now we have this half circle going on right here. So now with this half circle, we're gonna go ahead and flip vertical and make it look like this, like the top of a pill. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the square and then just place it right here. Right, so it's aligned with the edge of that circle. So we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this square, and then we're gonna go and just do it to the other edge, and then we're gonna go ahead and just cut that square in half, or about half. Yeah, about half. All right, so now you have this weird looking shape. Now this is your base for your candy cane shape. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and just grab all these shapes. We're gonna go ahead and group it real fast, and then just gonna duplicate that group. Now we have a copy if we need to go back to that original shape for whatever reason. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna grab your first group, and then we're just gonna ungroup it, and then we're gonna go ahead and just add it all together. Just turn it all into one big shape is what we're doing. And so now we have that. Make sure all these add together correctly. For some reason, that one didn't. Just it made it weird. So now that we have this shape, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this little node right here. And why is it not wanting to do this? It was working fine earlier. We're gonna go ahead and just make sure it lines up correctly. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this and just lined up with this curve correctly. We're gonna put this curve on top of this half circle. It's gonna go on top, and then just line that up, and this should be good. Now we're just gonna go ahead and just do it all. And again, it's not wanting to. Go ahead and bump it up a bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and there we go. Now that we got that figured out and out of the way, we're just gonna go ahead and just get rid of one of those nodes. And okay, there we go. Now that we have the shape, what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and grab these inner nodes, and we're gonna go and grab these bottom nodes of the first rectangle and the bottom nodes of the second rectangle. And we're just gonna go ahead and just go to our curves tool, and then we're just gonna go ahead and curve on like that. So now what we want to do is go ahead and just grab these guys right here. We're gonna go bump these up higher, so like that, about like there. So we're gonna hit it a few times, like a good 8 times. We're gonna hit it up while holding our shift and up arrow key, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab these bottom nodes, and we're gonna do the same thing, shift and down arrow key. So we're gonna do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 times. That's good. Now we have that long shape. Or if you don't want to count it, just go ahead and just pull it down holding shift. And so now we're going to go about this shape. So make it that long shape. And so we're going to go ahead and grab these inner nodes again, and we're just going to go ahead and bump it up a little bit more. And now we have that basic candy cane shape. So now that we have this shape going on, we're going to go ahead and just duplicate this main candy cane shape right here. And that will be our stroke, the top candy cane on your layers panel. So the top one. And we're gonna go ahead and just stroke that up. And we're gonna go ahead and with the thicker stroke, we're gonna go ahead and do an 8-point stroke. You know what? Let's do 10 points. I like my strokes thick. So now that we have that going on, we're gonna go ahead and just now we're gonna make the stripes. So go to the colored layer, and then we're gonna go ahead and make this stripe. So just grab a square, and we're gonna go ahead and just do it like about that right here, about that size. And we're gonna convert square into curves. And now what we're gonna do is just grab the right top corner node and just gonna hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab that bottom one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that we have this shape, we're gonna grab these bottom ones and we're gonna grab the left nodes and go ahead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift down arrow 5 times, and then we're gonna go ahead and just place this first one right here at the very bottom, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab another. We're gonna go ahead and duplicate this guy and just move it on up, and then we're just gonna go ahead and duplicate again, move it on up. And you don't have to be super precise at this point. We're just going ahead and just get like the base amount of stripes that you want, and after that we're gonna go ahead and grab all of these stripes, and then we're just gonna go to this little button right here called alignment, and we're gonna go ahead and align vertically. And so now it should be an even alignment between all of these stripes. So now what we're going to do is once you do that, to reselect all your stripes again, and we're going to go ahead and change the color, the fill of these guys. We're going to do a pink fill, and then we're going to go ahead and group all of these guys together. And now we're going to put this group within the candy cane layer. So just go ahead and just drag it on top of the candy cane, and it'll automatically just do it like that. Now, ain't that nice? So now what we're gonna do is do the top stripes. So once we're gonna head into those top stripes. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab our pen tool for this guy, and we're just gonna go ahead and follow these curves of the candy cane. So we're just doing this and that, and now we're just gonna go ahead and just curve these a little bit upwards, these lines. So just curve them up a little bit like that. There you go. And then same thing with this other with the other one. Just gonna go ahead and just grab it right there, and we're gonna go ahead and grab it there, and then we're just gonna do this guy close right there and close it off, and then just curve it up, curve it about like this, maybe a bit less, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our another one. We could actually just duplicate this guy and bring it down right there, and I'm just gonna flip it real fast. Just flip it like that, and then we're gonna go ahead and just adjust it accordingly. Adjust nodes to hide them under that main stroke, and there we go. And that's our candy cane. We're gonna go ahead and just bump this guy here, and so now we're gonna grab these stripes and turn them, give them some color as well, so we could see the difference. And then now we're gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit. So these guys, we're just gonna go ahead and grab all of these and then just put it under the, actually no, we're gonna go ahead and just hide these what do you call them, these nodes underneath. We're gonna go ahead and hide the strokes underneath the main candy cane stroke, so you can't see it, like that. And just keep on doing that a little bit, just little adjustments. And then we're gonna grab this guy, this last one right here as well, and just hide that right there. Sweet, awesome possum. And then we're gonna go ahead and just fix this one because it's all wonky. There we go. And that's our candy cane. And then now we're gonna go ahead and just, we could grab these curves, these original stripes. We could go ahead and grab them and just kind of play with their curves a bit too. Just curve them up and just curve it up a little bit. I should have done this with the original one and then just copy and paste, but I kind of forgot about it. So here we go. We're doing it right now manually and just bump it up. There we go. Now it gives it more of a shape, a candy cane shape, the shape we're looking for. And so that's your basic candy cane right there. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do, oopsies. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is add some highlights, some quick little highlights to this candy cane. And so now we're gonna go ahead and our highlights are gonna be, let's see, we're gonna get our light source from the top right here. So we'll just make a little circle for our light source right there, and then go ahead and duplicate this whole layer. We're gonna go ahead and do the highlights on a new layer, and we're gonna keep, I'm gonna keep these colors. You could go ahead and do your white and red, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep these colors for now. And then so we're gonna go ahead and just underneath the outline, main outline layer, we're gonna go ahead and grab our pen tool and just make a little rectangle like this. And we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that stroke. And then for the fill color, we're gonna turn it into white pretty much. And then now what we're gonna do is grab that and we're just gonna curve this like this and turn it into like a bit of a curve like that. That's what we're gonna do. And then that will be our highlight. That's one of our highlights. So now we're just gonna grab our circle, and we're gonna go ahead and just make it like this big and put it right underneath it as well. We'll bump this over a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. And there's our candy cane highlight. So now we're just gonna go ahead and lower the opacity of this a little bit like that. And now we got a highlight for the candy cane. And then that's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit harsh, more harsh actually, because it's right, the light's right above it. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our pen tool again, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Just make another little highlight right here on the side. So we're just gonna make another little small rectangle. Close that off and turn it to white. And we're just gonna put it over here to the right of the candy cane. Not too far, not too close to the, to the stroke of the main candy cane. And then we're just gonna go ahead and grab this circle and just duplicate it on over there as well, right above the rectangle. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab these guys, both of them together at the same time, fill up the opacities all the way, and we're gonna go a bit less, a bit more than halfway, like that. We're actually gonna go ahead and do halfway opacity, like that. There you go. That's our highlight. And now we're gonna go ahead and make a shadow for this candy cane. So what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and just grab this candy cane color and drag it on over here. And then we're gonna go ahead and delete this group that's within it. And then now, in order to make a shadow, we're just gonna duplicate it again and drag it up like this. Drag it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and just drag it to the right a little bit, and we're gonna grab them together, subtract them, and now you got these little funny shapes. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and turn these guys into a dark color, pretty much a black, and we're gonna put them above everything in your layers panel. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that. My program crashed for whatever reason. So where we left off is we had this shape right here, the shadows, and we went ahead and just put it over here to the edge of the candy cane underneath all the stroke layers and stuff. And then once we got to that point, we just adjusted how it looked on the candy cane itself. And then what we did is lower the opacity of that shape so it looks more of like a shadow. And so that's it. That's pretty much all of the how to make this vector candy cane. Is a quick, simple tutorial, and hopefully you liked it. Go ahead and make your own, and go ahead and show me how it looked like, and what twists you made on them, And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a fun day and a great day, and like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. Goodbye.